Chapter 16. Years ago, shortly after I first moved to New York, I was walking to work, taking in the sights, towering buildings, snatches of conversations in multiple languages, yellow taxis darting through the streets, and calls from vendors hawking everything from pretzels to fake Gucci purses. Then the flow of foot traffic abruptly stopped. Through the crowd, I could see a few police officers gathered ahead near a gray blanket someone had left crumpled on the sidewalk. An ambulance idled at the curb. A jumper, someone said. Must have just happened. I realized then the blanket covered a shattered body. I stood there for a minute, feeling as if it was somehow disrespectful to cross the street and walk past the scene, even though the police were directing us to do so. Then I saw a shoe by the curb, a low-heeled, sensible blue pump lying on its side, its sole slightly worn. The kind of shoe a woman might reach for to wear to a job that required her to dress professionally but also to be on her feet for long stretches. A bank teller maybe, or desk clerk at a hotel. A police officer was bending down to place the shoe in a bag. I couldn't stop thinking about that shoe, or the woman it belonged to. She must have gotten up that morning, gotten dressed, and stepped out of a window into the air. I searched the newspapers the following day, but there is only a tiny mention of the incident. I never knew what had made her commit such a desperate act. If she'd been planning it, or if something inside her had suddenly snapped. I think I figured out the answer all these years later. It was both. Because something inside me has finally cracked open. But I've come to realize I've also been heading toward this moment all along. The phone calls, the watching, the other things I've done. I've been circling around my replacement, drawing closer to her, assessing her, preparing. Her life with Richard is beginning. My life feels as if it is ending. Soon she will step into her white dress. She will smooth makeup over her clear young skin. She will wear something borrowed and something blue. The musicians will lift their instruments to serenade her as she slowly makes her way down the aisle toward the only man I ever truly loved. Once she and Richard looked into each other's eyes and say, "I do," there will be no point of return. I must stop the wedding. It is now 4 a.m. I haven't slept. I've been staring at the clock, going over what I need to do, playing out the various scenarios. She hasn't moved out of her apartment yet. I've checked. I will be willing to intercept her today. I imagine her eyes widening, her hands flying up to protect herself. It's too late. I yearn to scream at her. You should have stayed away from my husband. When it's finally light outside, I rise and go to my armoire. And without hesitation, I select Richard's favorite emerald silk dress. He loved the way it brought out the green in my eyes. Once it hugged my body, but now it is so loose I clasp a slim gold chain-link belt around my waist to cinch it. With a precision I have not attempted in years, I apply my makeup, taking time to blend my foundation, curl my lashes, and apply 2 coats of mascara. Then I remove the new tube of Clinique lip gloss from my purse and run the sticky soft pink wand over my lips. I slip on my highest pair of nude heels so my legs look long and lean. I text Lucille that I will be out today, aware that her response will almost certainly be that I should not come in ever again. I have one stop to make before I go to her apartment. I've booked an early appointment at the Serge Norman Salon on the Upper East Side. I will be finished and at her place in plenty of time. Wasn't difficult to find her schedule. I know what her plans are for today. I slip out quietly without leaving a note for Aunt Charlotte. When I arrive at the salon, the colorist greets me. I see her eyes go to my roots, which I never did touch up. What are you looking for today? I hand her a picture of a beautiful young woman and tell her to match the warm, buttery shade. The colorist looks from the photo to me and back again. Is this you? Yes, I say.